to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Another carry for Robinson. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Penix here from the gun. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
For him here. Trying for the deep ball. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Punt, punt.
On the ground. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the fumble recovery is made. Leading their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap nearly ends with them giving it away.
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Check, pitch, set, ready, set.
This is Hubbard running left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Young working from the gun. Gets some space around midfield. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
45, right.
Willing to throw here on 3rd. Gets him on the quick hitter. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Ready.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
Here we go. Set. 52 close.
They motion a receiver left.
Punt,
Fourth down, Young. Short pass brought in. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Penix working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Bijan Robinson that time out of the backfield. So they're left facing third and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
First and 10, around to Robinson. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got second and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. Staying with Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Cool with the extra point. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
On the double.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Buck. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Young looking to throw. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Crosses midfield, still going. And he gets this one down to the 27. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, 95. Set, cut.
Play action now. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap now to Young. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. That's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. Carolina in punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Penix now on 1st down. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull that in front further, 13-zip. Drake London with the touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow.
They'll send him over right.
Hut, hut.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 14-0. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They start with 2nd and 6. Hubbard again. Powering played short of the marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
6, mega. Here we go, set. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Cut down the field, you get. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A pickup there, 33 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Finds his fullback. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. Room into the secondary. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. 35 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Shotgun snap. We'll get to Robinson. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air with Penix. Gets this one to London. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
The This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Okay, ready?
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Robinson on the inside give. And they'll score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On the double.
2nd and 3 now.
Set. Black clock. 52 blue. Set.
They run again with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. Watch Black 40. Hey, green. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, he'll give to Hubbard. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minute.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will get it back with some time to work with. We reach the 2-minute warning. First and 10 from the 41. Going right side, Robinson with it. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Here's Penix. Escapes the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Now give to Bijan. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. One play in, Brock, in this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down. Young. This is Liggins working the left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
50, green.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Fatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. And now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. He's got it in the red zone. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
33, yellow. Slide 2.
Young on 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. Did I say that out loud?
That was out loud, yeah. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. He'll kind of set up the screen. Here's Robinson. Takes his way into space. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The Falcons spend the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They're set up at the 35 now. Penix on the 1st down. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So second down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against him.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he take him down right along the 30. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Koo able to put it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Come on.
He'll throw it. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Up and ready to put this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. So they'll decline this and take the result. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Young to throw it. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Takes to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Yellow. What?
Third and long. They're going to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Corey Bojorquez doing the honors. Brings it in at the 12. And the dive ends an uninspiring return. They've got some work ahead of themselves. About ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
We're running here with Bijan. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Play fake. Penix. Called in by Mooney, left side. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but still would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46. This is Robinson. Again, he's got room. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Penix working from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 10 black. Hut.
And going play action. Young. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
The 2nd down throw for Young. Complete out to the right. Rolling into enemy territory. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now Young and the Panthers going for 2.
Here we go. Ready?
All right, they're going to throw for it. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points.
31, Panthers 15.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. That penalty's on the offense, Brock, so that play is going to go down as a pick.
You see a flag as a defender, and I guarantee you, your first thought is, oh, man, this is going to come back, right? Well, not this time. He gets to hang on to that interception.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Black force set.
Young working from the gun. That's complete. Sanders has gotten it out right. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Ready. 33. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap out of Young. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
43. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Hubbard. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And he's got it. So that catch gets him 2 and turns this into a 1-score game once again. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different ball game.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, King, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Penix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
This back, it's Robinson. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
17. Ready. Cut.
Here's Hubbard on the give. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape it.
And they pick him off again! Xavier Watts picks it. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. They're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
Ready up.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Set.
The tight end in motion now.
32. Ready.
Young back to it after the pick. Finds the in route complete. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Oh no, they get him yet again. Fatu Melifonwu with the INT. I gotta imagine, partner, there are a lot of folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He has battled interceptions all season, and here, and he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season, the adjustments just haven't been there. The picks just keep coming week after week after week, and this time, back-to-back series.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
On Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Falcons football, and they hold a commanding advantage in this one. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready? 60, 70 Lions. Come back, go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And hey, we see him over the football, but they will get nothing on that return. All right, working from the gun to Starks. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's no bending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield track. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
First down. A gain of 15.
Again, it's Young. And they pick him off again. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Penix here from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Moves laid it down to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 around to Robinson. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons getting closer to their 10th win of the season. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Penix. That one's caught by Mooney. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat! Let's go!
Running right. This is Carter. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance. Stay with me, you ain't gotta go, you could with me. We could hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough.